YouTube reviewer of New England brews, and welcome back. Today another one from White Birch. And White Birch, of course, of Hooksett, New Hampshire. I've reviewed many of their beers. Today I'm going to be reviewing the White Birch Tavern Ale. It is a smoked brown ale, and that sounds like a pretty good mixture to me. It was bottled on February of 2011, and this is from batch number 2. And this is bottle number 1008, and the ABV on this is 8.0%. There's a bit of a description on the side. It says, Butter's Tavern was a fixture of Concord, New Hampshire in the 18th century. Inspired by their loggerhead ale, we've created a smoked imperial brown ale. Hearty malts with a nuanced smokiness and smooth finish create our interpretation of this historic ale. We hope you enjoy this slice of New Hampshire history. And my guess is that this is the kind of beer that President Franklin Pierce may have been drinking. Of course, Franklin Pierce was the 14th President of the United States, and he comes from New Hampshire, if they're talking about something from that period of time. So I'm going to pour it into a dimpled mug, because brown ales are normally poured into dimpled mugs. And you can put them into regular pint glasses, but I'm going to go with a dimpled mug today. This one says Killian's on it, but I'm not too worried about that. And let me get the cap off on this and see what she gets. Okay. Bit of smoke coming off the top of the glass, off the bottle. Let's give it a pour. There's a nice sound to the pour, of course. These big bottles always have that kind of nice sound. All right, there we go. Okay, here we go. This is a very nice, dark, brown ale, almost to the point of being black. And there's a nice little head on top of here. Let's give it a whiff and see what we get. There's a bit of a smokiness going on. I mean, it is a smoked brown ale, so you notice a bit of smoke and a bit of the malts. The smoking process involves drying the malted barley a bit over a smoky flame. So it's nuanced, but it's there. Let's give it a taste. Oh, for sure. The smokiness comes on strong on that first sip. And it's also mixed in with a really very interesting sweet maltiness. So you get this real nice wooden smoky flavor, and then followed by a quick sweet, kind of sugary sweet maltiness. A really refreshing beer. Very flavorful. Full of sweet flavors and malts. I'd say it's lightly hopped. I do notice a bit of the hop at the end. It's not an overpowering kind of hop sensation, but the hops are definitely there to balance out the malts and the smoke. Now, after I've had 3 or 4 of these sips, the smokiness doesn't seem quite as apparent after the first couple of sips. It's still there, still subtle, still kind of in the background, but then after the first few sips, the sugar and sweet and malty sensations start coming into the forefront. And so that's kind of nice, because you get this kind of whole array of flavors coming in when you're drinking your beer. You start out with smoky, then get a kind of malty and sugary, and then you get into this light hoppiness at the end. This is definitely a good beer. Definitely a good beer. And it ends on this sort of dry hoppy note. As I mentioned, there are some hops coming up on the tail end, but I'd say it's more of a dry, not super dry, but it's dry enough to kind of, soothe the palate. Kind of reminds you that you've just finished a well-balanced beer, and it's gone down, and time for the next sip. Okay. It's a nice beer. I'm holding the bottle because where I'm sitting in this wooded area, there's no real easy place for me to put the bottle without it falling over and spilling. And I don't want that to happen, because I want to go back and finish the entire thing. But anyway, this is the White Birch Tavern Ale from Hooksett, New Hampshire. Thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you again next time.